In a central province of China lived a man named Yin, wealthy from trade but entirely illiterate. His one consuming dream was that his family should rise from common origins to aristocratic distinction. Though he himself could never hope to pass the imperial examinations, he believed his sons and grandsons might bring scholarly glory to the family name, elevating it forever among the great clans of the region. Obsessed with this ambition, Ian devoted himself to searching for a lucky burial ground for his ancestors. He believed that placing their remains in an auspicious site would shower honors upon his descendants. Accompanied by a feng shui master carrying a compass, he roamed the countryside for months, examining every valley and hilltop, measuring hidden forces, seeking the one perfect resting place. At last, on a low hill overlooking a sweeping valley, the feng shui master gasped with excitement. Here was the most auspicious ground in all China, where dragon forces converged with overwhelming power. But another family had already buried their dead there. Driven by ruthless ambition, Ian ordered the existing graves dug up and the bones cast carelessly aside to make room for his own ancestors. Heaven does not forgive such desecration. Yin's son Sheng grew into a cruel and heartless man. He married a gentle woman named Pearl, then systematically tormented her until, in utter despair, she drowned herself in a river. Her grief-stricken family mourned, and the village whispered that such breathtaking cruelty could only bring down divine punishment upon the entire house of Ian. Pearl's vengeful spirit returned. One dark evening, her ghost seized Sheng's arm and forced him to strike down his concubine with repeated sword blows. Tried for murder, Sheng bribed every official in the yamen, selling field after field. When no money remained, he was sentenced to life imprisonment. He killed himself in his cell. His mother died of a broken heart. The family was utterly extinguished. The tragic extinction of a family that only a year before had been at the height of prosperity was accepted by everyone as a just and righteous punishment from heaven. For heaven is so careful of human life that anyone who destroys it comes under the inevitable law that he too shall be crushed beneath the wheels of avenging justice sooner or later. Yet heaven also protects those who devote themselves to virtue. Such a man was Samchung, one of the most revered figures in the history of the Buddhist faith. His compassion for suffering humanity was without equal. Troubled that death cast its shadow over every life, he resolved to seek immortality through self-denial, suffering, and boundless love for all creatures in distress. The gods favored Samchung, granting him two supernatural companions named Chao and Chu to guard against evil spirits. Together, they journeyed for weeks across high mountains and burning deserts toward the great Tinho River, the gateway to the land of immortals. They endured thirst and scorching heat before reaching the vast river at sunset, gleaming like an inland sea. But demons conspired to destroy him. They summoned a savage snowstorm that froze the mighty river solid for the first time in memory. Disguising themselves as merchants with laden mules, the demons walked out onto the ice to lure Samchung into following. Despite the villagers' desperate warnings, he set out across the frozen river, completely unaware of the deadly trap beneath his feet. Halfway across, the ice cracked, and all three plunged into freezing water. The demons dragged Samchung to their underwater cave to devour him. But Chao flew to the western heaven for help. That night, the goddess of mercy appeared in blinding light that scattered the screaming demons. She freed Samchung, imprisoned the water demon forever, and conveyed the travelers safely to the far shore. In the prefecture of Tingxiao lived a man named Cheng, whose generosity was so legendary that even the immortals in western heaven spoke of him. He gave freely to anyone in need, asking nothing in return. One day, a fairy disguised as a wandering monk visited his home. After a great feast, the visitor revealed a terrible secret. A catastrophic flood would soon devastate the entire region. Chung built boats without delay. When the flood came, he launched them just in time. Racing down the raging river, he spotted a drowning monkey and pulled it aboard. Then a baby crow stranded on a floating branch. His wife warned him not to save any man, for the monk had prophesied that such a person would become his enemy. But when he saw a human being struggling in the churning water, he could not turn away. The man he saved, Lo Young, had lost everything to the flood. Chung adopted him as his own son. Then one night, a fairy appeared in Chung's dream, revealing that the emperor had lost his royal seal and it lay hidden in a palace well. The fairy urged Chung to send someone to the capital to claim the great reward the emperor had promised. Lo Young volunteered to go in place of Chung's own son Kung, vowing that all honors would be transferred to his benefactor's family. At the capital, he revealed where the lost seal lay. The Empress Dowager confirmed every detail. The astonished emperor appointed Lo Young to a high official position, enriching him for life. But from that moment, every particle of gratitude vanished from his heart. Lo Young severed all ties with the family that had saved his life. When Kung traveled to the capital to investigate, Lo Young had him thrown into prison. But the animals Chung had saved repaid his kindness. The monkey attacked the jailer, and the crow carried Kang's desperate letter home. Chung rushed to the capital and accused his ungrateful adopted son before Fau Kung, the famous criminal judge. Lo Young was condemned and executed. Kung was elevated to the very position his betrayer had held. These three tales echo a single truth running through Chinese folklore like a golden thread. Heaven rewards benevolence and punishes greed, cruelty, and ingratitude. Whether through karmic retribution or divine